All right, music fans, welcome back. It's me, Dave, the Real Music Observer, observing real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. All right, so I wanted to give Bon Jovi a chance in the sense that I listened to a couple of things they did at the Hall of Fame. Richie was back, Richie Sambora, and I thought Richie looked good and sounded good. I think his playing was good. I think there were elements of the old sound there. But the big disappointment, I think, is, number one, first of all, when did this band become like these well-dressed, coiffed guys? You know, I mean, this isn't Bon Jovi the way and by the way, if they're getting into the Hall of Fame in a way that is somewhat linked to their existence during the 80s, because remember, Eddie Trunk said it was all about the influence. They're the ones that influenced all these other groups. Well, these other groups that are still kicking around, like Def Leppard, they haven't... you know, they haven't changed the way they dress. If anything, it's the same. I mean, Phil Collins still out there without a shirt, still looking fairly good. I'm comfortable in my manhood, so I can say that. Phil, you're looking great. Okay, Bon Jovi is 56. John Bon Jovi, he's 56 years old. He's not even close to hitting any of these notes in the song. My advice probably would be to transpose the song in a lower key. He's got all his backup guys in the band, other band members, whatever, singing the high notes in Living on Prayer. It was a little painful. John's voice does not sound good. It has not held up well. And I've given a lot of crap to people who've lost it at an older age and said, hey, he can't sing anymore. I mean, poor Steve Augeri. At least Steve Augeri has managed his voice in a way where he's still in the correct key. Now, is he singing from the same place he used to? Probably not. I'm not a voice coach, and I don't pretend to be one, but when the vocals come from down here, you feel it. I think Steve has managed to do something pretty creative to kind of hold a note in a higher spot and use the microphone, hopefully, to his advantage. But John Bon Jovi, not even trying, really. I just, you know, you guys sing it. That was weird. And it kind of adds to my whole angst about why Def Leppard wasn't there, why the Doobie Brothers weren't there. Those are the two high on my list bands. There are others that just pop into my head. Jethro Tull, Kansas. I mean, come on, folks. I'm just saying, there are other groups that could have gotten in there. I just thought the performance at the Hall of Fame was really not so good. And you're performing these songs that got you there, okay? You could talk all you want about the new Bon Jovi and how you're right now in the top 10 with some song on America's music charts, on some adult contemporary station that's playing your music because you've got the right look now and you've adapted. I hear this all the time about how, you know, Bon Jovi adapted to the scene, whereas a lot of these other bands didn't, and they're not on the radio anymore. No, they're not on the radio anymore, but they're still packing stadiums and they're still getting fans to show up. The reason they're not on the radio anymore is because of this corporate radio monopoly, the same corporate radio monopoly that got Bon Jovi into the Hall of Fame. All right? So think about that for a moment. I'm done ranting. Bon Jovi just really not where they used to be. And really, 56 is not over the hill by any stretch. I mean, ask Paul Rogers, ask Ann Wilson. I mean, if you keep your voice in good shape, you should be able to sing for a few more years. Hell, look at Peter Cetera. Man, in his low to mid 70s and still Yes, in a lower key, but sounding really spot on. All right, I'm done. Talk to you soon.